Good morning, YouTube. This is Dan with Chasing the Wind, and what I've got for you today is going to be a review of the Blade 200 QX. This little quadcopter is fantastic. It's like flying a Formula One race car in the air. Its capabilities are so much more than my flying skills, so I've only had about 4 flights with it, so I'll be fairly easy with it. I'm going to fly it here up and down my street, and then I'm going to take it across the street out into the fields for some wide open flying. So let's go for a flight. And I'm flying in the second stability mode that gives you more, here I'll show you. This is the first stability mode. That's the pitch on it right there. It's not very deep. Yaw is still pretty good on it. But the pitch isn't that great. That's full pitch right there, forward and backward, so you can see it's not very deep. Now I'm gonna, there, I've just flipped into the, here we go. So that's the pitch on it in the still stability mode, where it comes back to a hover like that, where it stabilizes itself. And it's got more modes on it where you can just turn all that off if you like. This thing is so fast. Very nimble. We've got a fairly good breeze blowing right now, and it handles that no problem. You see it's got a lot of power. And I believe this is the smallest quad that's made that has brushless motors on it. So I think the average is about 150 hours of flight time on these motors. That's average. Depends on how hard you work them. That's the yaw rate right there. And I'm using my Spectrum DX6 controller, which I had for my Blade Nano QX. So this is a bind and fly quadcopter. It does not come with a transmitter. You'll need to buy a compatible transmitter to fly it. This thing just wants to go. It's got so much power. Here's a really good flight video from the Frequent Flyer. Check out his channel, great YouTube channel. He flies this thing really good in his video, so I highly suggest you check that out. I would not necessarily call this a beginner's quadcopter, because of the price. It's a little over $200. It's also got so much power that it'll get away from you even in the first stability mode. So beginners, I would wait before you get this one. Wait till you get some flying skills and to be able to do turns, figure eights, that sort of thing. This is more of an intermediate to advanced quadcopter. This quadcopter will fly inverted. You put the right blades on it. That beeping you hear is my 5-minute timer. You get between 5 and 7 minutes on the battery. So I have it set for 5 minutes just to let me know that my flying time is about over. But a ton of fun to fly. Now let's take it out to the wide open field and open it up and see what it does. This thing's a lot of fun to fly. As I was saying earlier, if you get the right blades on it, you can fly this thing inverted. It actually has a stability inverted mode. So it's to help people, beginners, learn how to fly inverted. And then you can turn all that off, and the really, really advanced flyers, the professional flyers, can basically treat this like those helicopters you see those guys doing the videos on where they're doing all sorts of acrobatics. This one is pretty much capable of that as well. Oops. Well, there she is. And do you hear that noise, that beeping noise? That's a feature in case you lose your quadcopters to help you find it. The sound will draw you to it. So let me get it and let's go for a flighting. Okay, Frequent, I think I beat you to your first crash. But mine seems to be all right. I'm flying on a used battery, so we'll only have a couple minutes of flight time. All right, there we go. Got it in the right mode now. Battery's feeling a little sluggish. This thing's so much fun. Did I say that already? It is a lot of fun. Real smooth flare too. All right, there goes the battery. See the LVC warning lights are on. So we'll put it down. This also doubles as a weed whacker. And you see anytime the blades hit anything, bushes or anything, you get that beeping because it thinks it crashed. Anyway, this has been my first quick review of the Blade 200 QX. I hope it was fun. Talk to you later, and there'll be more flights to come. Take care.